You suffer from taxation anxiety about expanding your manufacturing operation into Canada? If so, this video is for you. Hey, how are you? I'm Duncan McPherson. Welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm going to let you know why you don't have to be anxious about tax if you want to expand your manufacturing operation into Canada. Yes, it is easy to get caught up in the entangled web of the Canadian tax system. But with a little careful planning and clean bookkeeping, you will never suffer from tax anxiety. I'll be dealing mostly with manufacturing today, but the content here really applies to all types of businesses. And as always, for more tips on how you can better navigate the Canadian tax system as a US business, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click on the notification bell. Or skip the hassles and contact me directly at MacTax.com for more tailored service. Now let's get back to tax anxiety for manufacturers expanding into Canada. Not sure if you're aware, but there's a common misconception that Canadian corporate tax rates are high. And ergo, you may not want to expand up here because you've heard our tax rates are too high. Well, guess what? You've probably been practicing cocktail party tax. In Ontario, your combined federal provincial tax rate is 26.5%. This is about the average of your combined federal state corporate tax rate in the United States. Having said this, if you still find that our rates are a little too high for you, just give me a call because we have an arsenal of techniques to shift your profits back to the USA should you be in a low tax state like Wyoming or Texas. But listen up and listen on, as there are a few surprises for you later on that lower your effective tax rate up here, which may make leaving your profits in Canada worthwhile. So now you know our tax rate may not be the cause of your anxiety, but one source of worry for you as a foreign manufacturer is our national sales tax, the GST. Well, guess what? Export sales going back to the USA are exempt from the GST. Great news, right? Finally. Now, the next tax problem that most manufacturers lose sleep over, which with my help you won't have to, is the issue of transfer pricing. Your transfer pricing is an exercise in record keeping and tax planning. But lucky for you, I have already recorded a video on transfer pricing and similar issues. I recommend you go back and have a look at it if you haven't yet, because I will not reinvent the wheel here. Just know that it'll be a good idea for you to identify all the transfer pricing issues and policies and stay on top of them to eliminate 90% of your transfer pricing issues from the start. But again, if you'd rather have an expert walk you through it, I do have several clever ways of shifting profits back to the USA in an IRS/CRA-friendly manner. Oh, and guess what? Our payroll taxes are lower than yours. And even though you still have the hassles of a payroll, we can help you with that as well. Also know, Canada also has very generous depreciation rates on manufacturing equipment. And today, believe it or not, on the way to work, just before recording this, I heard on the radio, Ontario is introducing new tax incentives for manufacturers. We at the MacTax will help you maximize all this and other tax benefits, as well as other government incentives that you may qualify for. Just give me a call and let's get chatting. Now, to be thorough, there are a few housekeeping points I want you to take note of, again, to avoid anxiety. Once you're entertaining the idea of moving up here, keep the following in mind. Number one, will your U.S. corporation be carrying on business in Canada as a branch, or will you be incorporating a subsidiary up here? Number two, will you be incorporating through a per se corporation or a Canadian entity that could be transparent? Number three, how will you equitize your Canadian entity? Think about ThinCap. Number four, when do I need a Canadian EIN? Keep in mind you may be required to file a Canadian tax return up here years before you begin manufacturing. Number five, you do not want to be late with the initial return, even if it's a nil return, as you want to be off the CRA radar from the get-go. Number six, well, as for customs and tariffs, we will need to wait and see. Nobody knows at this point. But given that the industrial capacity is pretty stretched in your country, I'm fairly confident that things will remain status quo between our two great countries. And here's the final thought before I sign off. In the past year, I have been involved with two separate organizations that are scouring North America looking for manufacturing capacity. You should look now while the Canadian dollar is low and be the first one out of the gate. Be greedy while others are fearful. Thanks for that, Warren. Enjoy your retirement. Perplexed yet? Because you're right. The decisions you need to make now are quite an entanglement. Just know that if we work together, you can expand up here tax efficiently and with peace of mind, because you cannot know all this stuff and run your business too. And you know what, my friend? That's all I got for you today. And just like I said, if this resonated with you and you realize you might have to talk to me about your situation, just get my number at MacTax.com. And of course, as always, don't forget to subscribe for more tax savings tips. Until next time, stay sharp, stay compliant, and stay out of tax trouble. I'll see you on the next video.